Oh my god, what is that jump scare? Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. Cheese and crackers, what is that? What is this? She's a witch. She looks like a witch. I literally have no clue who this is. Does anybody know? Is that on my screen? It's a woman. I'm sorry, I jump scared you. The internet hates this woman. I don't even know who you are, but let's see.
I find a lot of stuff online, and a lot of stuff I'm like, I'm gonna make a video about that because that's funny, or I'm gonna make a video about that because I hate that, or I'm gonna make a video about that because I love that, or I'm gonna make a video about that because that's funny. Sometimes there's a mix of all those things, and usually I find this on either, you guessed it, TikTok or Instagram. There are people on those platforms that are—
Dude, Instagram is wild. TikTok is like so tame.
Are mind-boggling.
All right, Jay, now you gotta try the double chunk chocolate cookie.
And those platforms have allowed anybody to gain a modicum at the very—
Oh, my cat's playing with the
fucking minimum of fame and a bigicum of fortune by posting—
Who is this? Who the frick is this? I literally have no clue who this is.
Showy little clips.
Well, I wonder if they really spank people in here, why it's called spankies.
Now, many of those people struggle to retain their fame, and they have to put the fries in the bag, bro, as the
Yo. Fries in the bag, bitch.
Children say. Frankie is Gen Z. She loves it whenever I pop out a Gen Z reference.
It may be decades before the truth around this case comes to light. And the survivors will speak up when they are ready. But I would like to start uploading again.
Lately, we've been highlighting different conspiracies.
Who is that?
Or mysteries or investigations on the channel, a little bit of historical stuff. But today, it's interesting because this is someone I've seen for a long time, and it's a part of Instagram that I've seen for a long time, and I'm a bit of a hater. All right, I'm a bit of a hater. Yeah.
That's Mama Max, who was a fake pedo hunter? Man, I genuinely didn't know. He's a sad sack of shit, piece of shit. All right, maybe he'll elaborate. I have no idea. I got no clue.
I made the Hawk to a video a little bit of a hater. I apologize. Sometimes I've become a little bit of a hater.
I don't hate the girl. I hate the people that are around her, that are lifting her up, because I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm sure she's like a nice girl, but like, I just don't understand, man.
A little bit of a troll, a little bit of a goblin down in the old town of Nilbog, drinking green.
They're eating her!
Ah! Oh my god!
You've seen flashes of this person, and you've probably seen, or maybe even know people like this, but it's people like Shannon Blake. This person. This is Shannon Blake. This is a character on the internet that is really interesting, and a lot of people absolutely despise this person. And
Coachella final boss.
And a lot of people actually really like Shannon Blake, and I do respect that. But some of this is such high-level cringe that it's difficult to not be a hater. So I'm gonna try to be non-biased. Okay. Non-biased.
I have a complete, like, I don't know who this is. Yeah, I'm like going in blind, so like, forgive me. I just don't know.
Hater, respectful hater a little bit. No,
maybe I'll become a hater.
Damn bug on my face. What the? Today we're going to be investigating why so many people hate Shannon Blake, a internet shroom head musician person originally from Bluffdale, Utah.
I thought it was Colorado.
You've come to the right place.
She's a 29-year-old musician. She's only recently started blowing up. She's been on the internet for a while and has made content for years, including a hit song called Stop, Wait a Minute, that was released in 2018 that sounds like this. That's the beat, and I can't play any of it or get copyright claimed because she's very aggressive with that, but...
Wait, have I heard this song before? 1 second, I'm gonna play it for like a... Stop, wait a minute. Have I heard this before? I'll play it for like... Stop, wait a minute. What is it called? Stop, wait a minute?
Sounds like this. Including a hit song called
Stop, Wait a Minute by Shannon Blake. Shannon Blake. Stop, wait a minute. Oh, I've heard this before. Yeah, I've heard this before. And it's not going on YouTube. No. This was on Spotify. Don't worry. Don't worry. Sorry for those that don't know. It's muted in the VOD. So if I upload it to YouTube, it's silent. Sorry. You're gonna have to hear it for yourself. It's for me. I just thought I'd play it.
Wait a minute. That was released in 2018. That sounds like this.
No.
That's the beat, and I can't play any of it or get copyright claimed because she's very aggressive with that. But
the ukulele. Honestly accurate.
It's bad. It's not my type of music. A lot of people like it. Not me though. Sorry. From what I can gather, she is basically your average head who just loves nature. Maybe a little bit too much. She lives in LA. And I think her music is like her sort of driving force of success. And she began making a career.
This looks like AI. This looks like AI art, and this does too. Yeah.
Out of it, and she has posted more and more of her own personal songs. And I think she blew up in COVID time. That's when she actually sort of blew up. She takes it to the extreme.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to be a nature person? Maybe don't live in LA. Like, go back to Utah and like reconnect or something. I don't know. She's kind of selective.
No, and I think that's why people really don't like her much. She wears some tribal stuff. She talks about spirits. You're high-level hippie, it seems like. A zealous hippie. This bitch got leaves in her car, okay? I don't mean to be disrespectful. Call her the...
But they're fake leaves. They're plastic.
B-word, I'm sorry, but she got leaves in her car, and that shit's crazy. All right, that's distracting. I cannot imagine a more distracting thing while driving. The window down, blowing that shit everywhere. I mean, dude, this is an old post of Shannon Blake. This is 586 weeks ago. I don't know how many years 586 weeks is, but that's a long time ago. She has dreads in that photo. And the reason I'm showing that is because that will be important in the future, and that is going to sort of people don't like that a lot, all right? People don't like that a lot. She took that initial vibe that she's had for a very long time and turned herself into some kind of tribal mascot covered in necklaces and tattoos and rings and shit, and just leaves and like spirit. I mean, it's a lot to look at. It's a lot to look at. I can't help but think that that's
I think that it's very commercialized. That's the vibes I'm getting. It's commercialized. It's not like 100% genuine. I think she does love nature and she's really pretty and like, you know, like she's conventionally attractive. It's very, commercialized.
Instant posing. You're not a shaman. You're not are you a shaman? You live in Los Angeles. How do you be a shaman and live in Los Angeles? How do you be a musician and have any kind of spiritual connection with anything that isn't just like completely made up and westernized? She's a very prolific musician as well, I've noticed. I do have a lot of respect to that. She has a lot of songs. They all sound the same to me. Not a dig. It's a genre, I think. You know, I'm not really into that type of music. I can't really tell the difference, all right? And the comments, guys, this is really where it gets into it. There is not a there's not a single positive comment amongst them. She inhaled barbecue smoke once and now she thinks she's the whole Burning Man festival. Her father definitely works for Lockheed Martin.
Oh no, I get that joke actually. Yeah, Lockheed Martin is a war contractor. Hold on, let me look it up. Lockheed Martin. It's a leading global security, defense, and aerospace contractor. They're making a joke that says she's like a hippie, and it's a massive military contractor. So it's the dead opposite. It's like it's actually clever. Yeah.
Taking drugs doesn't make you someone spiritual. That's fair. This is me, actually, legitimately. Agran743, you are me. I'm trying not to be a pretentious prick about music, but these people make it really hard.
Is that true, Flocko? Was it you?
No hate. Once again, not hurting anybody for sure, but it's just like one of those sort of glaring TikTok things that I can't escape. I've blocked her. I've literally blocked her, and I still I still get meme pages posting it. Wow, nothing's more spiritual than using AI for a music video. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said. I said the first 2 seconds I saw that page, I was like, damn, this is AI.
look, top comment, because nothing says connected to the natural world like AI generated graphics. Oh, there are some positive people. That's good to see. I actually, that's sort of a relief, because I don't want to be a total hater, dude. I don't want to be a total hater. This resonates with my vibrational frequency. It'd be funny if she just put like scary shit in there, so her audience that
To
may
freak 'em
potentially
out.
be tripping
Dude, that's evil.
balls while watching and listening to the video just sees some like a still screen from SpongeBob, just like a close up of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. or something. What is this, by the way? This big old dick in front of me, this old doink. What
That's
is
a
this thing? Get this
microphone,
thing out of here.
sir.
And that reminds me, use code STARSEED to get 20% off sour.gg. I make sour candy. Did I mention that, guys? It's literally just candy. Just
Sneed.
normal candy, plant-based, natural dyes, natural flavors, everything from natural sources. You can buy it online, direct to consumer. Use code STARSEED to get 20% off. We
Oh
also
my
drop a new flavor
boy.
every single Friday at 3 Central Standard, so good luck keeping up with it. The flavors are all limited, by the way. We make a new one every single week, and then they just don't exist anymore. I'm not even joking. We make a new one every single week. It's crazy. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. Nature, third eye, energy vampires, nature.
This looks like AI generated too. Almost. Maybe like really heavily photoshopped, obviously.
It's love nature. I am so in tune with nature,
That's
yet
my
I have
third
never
eye, bro.
taken a life. I don't know how you can pretend to be one with the circle of life, one with the cyclical nature of Mother Nature, and not take something out of that cycle. So let's go back to the ayahuasca tune a little bit. We can't play the music, so I'm going to sing it for you.
I've been chilling down Peru, in the shamans too. Come on, champagne, drone and shift the mood.
She's got...
That's actually not too far off, man.
broccoli on the ceiling. That's weird as the hat. I mean, what is
That's
going
not
on here?
too
This looks like the
bad,
necklace
dude.
that bitch wears in Game of Thrones when she
Yo, Oompa, you should do a concert.
the long goodbye poison where she eats the kiss. Marcella
Oh,
kisses
Marcella and
Marcella
Cersei, yeah.
Lannister. You know what I'm talking about? And then he
I
just-
do.
or whatever. the fuck. This is just a lot. I feel like people who are very spiritual and in tune with nature, and isn't like the whole basis of that to dispose of vanity? This reeks of vanity. And I feel like that's the reason why I
does.
can reasonably make this video and not feel like too much of an asshole. Because I do have empathy, but wearing like a $1,000 outfit, I think, I'm not exactly sure, and just being surrounded by accoutrements while talking about
That's what I'm saying. It's very like commercialized. Like I'm all for like dressing however you want and like using different bits and bobs, but like it looks very sterile, if that makes sense. Even though she's being very unique, it feels sterile and forced.
drinking ayahuasca with shamans. That's weird. That just seems weird to
Yeah.
me. So I get the hate and I get the love, man. I just wouldn't get it.
Hi, my little shroomies. I've been cooking, I've been eating. Chef Shannon has also been creating a recipe for the most majestical magic tour of your entire life. So I wanted to hop on here and talk about shit. Basically done planning my 2024 tour, Divine Dopamine. It's my first.
Brain rot is the top
Dude, I can feel my own heartbeat when I listen to her. Uh-oh.
comment. Oh, a lot of people like this though. I remember my hippie phase. Oh wow, yeah. That's big head. That's big hair. The hair is crazy, dude. Little shroomies. I feel like I'm almost raining on a
little
parade. I feel
shroomies.
bad a little bit, but also, this wouldn't be an oompaville video without drama. Spreading peace and love, very easy, okay, guys? Especially when you fall into some drama. So let's go back a little bit. Shannon would be grinding for years and years until her TikToks would finally blow up, specifically the ones of her singing her beautiful music. Some of her earliest TikToks were her sitting in her car and singing her awesome TikTok songs. And what seemed to draw people to that amazing content was her eccentric hippie style and unique
She's a conventionally attractive. If she was like ugly and like maybe had like, you know, not so low cut of a shirt, I feel like people people wouldn't really be attracted to watching her. Because, like, personally to me, I don't know. The music is kind of meh.
Flow and rhythm and song lyrics.
No, Chet, you don't understand. I'm not saying that's attractive. She's conventionally attractive. Like, right here, if I could just go back to... Like, she's conventionally attractive. She's not ugly. Yeah, like, you know. What does that mean? It means that at a face value, there's nothing really wrong with you. Like, she doesn't have a scar on her face, and she doesn't look asymmetrical. Does that make sense, chat? Like, she might not be your type, but she's still, like, you know, she's not ugly to look at. If you took off all the, you know, the wig stuff and, you know, the extra hair and, you know, the dingle dangles. She is asymmetrical. You're asymmetrical.
Dream girl, pretty much. They're obsessed with her. Classic parasocial, male to female relationship. Gooners. Gooning, bro. Gooning! I can be the
Yo, he's really good at hitting that note. What the frig?
worst mood. I swear this video puts a smile on my face every time. Your vibes are unparalleled to any other. It's gonna be hard to be that gorgeous, my goodness. It's actually very easy. Dream Woman X. You are my dream girl. A hard
I think those are bots. At least some of them are. The bottom one probably is.
watch. So many simps in these comments, said Bend Over. Shannon's videos would really blow up in 2022, 2023, and 2024. I think they're at the biggest they probably ever have.
Oh, look at her boobies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at those bazonkas peeking through. Yeah, I wonder why people are clicking on that shit.
Been now at this point. Through all that, she posted the same style of video. A lot of them just in her car every so often. When attention died down, a new wave of people, like she's got a pretty long candle, to be honest, at this point. And I think the bizarre nature of the way she presents herself and speaks and the lyrics of her songs, the hyper hippie, extremely painfully stereotypical person that she sells herself as, I think that's why it's worked for such a long time. You know, if you weren't aware that she's a hippie. If you couldn't tell that by now, if you couldn't tell
I don't think she's a hippie, like, in real life. Like, hippie's a lifestyle, man. I don't remember. I think maybe we watched it on stream, but there's like a place in Nevada where you can live, like, off-grid, and it's like a community that lives there, and you don't pay rent, and you kind of just live... You know, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a little compound. Yeah, Slap City, that was it. That's what I think when I think of hippies, and there's people that have lived there for like 30 years. Yeah, she's not, I don't think she's a hippie. It's not, that's like a lifestyle thing. You can live, yeah, it's like rent-free, but you get no electricity and water, and you have to like get it yourself kind of thing. You're like off-grid completely, but you live in a community.
She dresses, her piercings, tattoos, dreadlocks. If you look at the lyrics of her songs, it's all
look at her boobies!
Painfully stereotypical. In my opinion, now this is the vibe that I get from her. Female island boy, female island girl. She's an island girl. That's what she reminds me of, legitimately. And I'm not trying to be like, because those guys suck. They are so annoying and worthless. She's not even close to that.
I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm missing something. I actually don't know what he's talking about. Be thankful? Oh no, really? The incest chat. I don't even know what you're talking about. I feel so I feel like a boomer. Don't go there. Okay. Alright, I'll leave it alone. I don't want to know.
That level, but that's really what it reminds me of.
I feel like we never talked about
girl, took a little bit of acid. Island girl, ate a little bit of shroom.
Huh? Seems like she's had her thing for quite a while, but we showed the video from 2018. She just looked kind of normal.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Maybe I did know. The Island Boys. Oh! I know of them. I just didn't know what you guys were referring to. I know of them. Okay, I'm on track. I'm on track. Yeah, the two stick figures with mops on their heads.
and now she's a mega
Yeah, I understand.
uber hippie. There's been a massive progression in her physical appearance. I think it has progressed as she's realized that the more she poses as a hippie, the more people will be interested, the more she stands out like a literal bird. Like a bird. Like birds, you know how they look weird and they got crazy shit all over them? And they just...
Yeah, but there's a biological purpose to that. Like, the more flashy you look, the more attractive you are to the males. Yeah, she's just doing it because TikTok, you know?
Look insane. You're like, this bird and this bird. Hey, bud, would you shut the f*** up? Daddy's working. If this is work, I don't really know, to be honest. People do change over time. I'm willing to admit that. I recognize that fact 100%. I've changed massively over the last few years. If you're the same person that you were in high school, you probably haven't matured much as a person, but this is a phase a lot of people have. I've known a couple people who have gone through their hippie, vegan, weirdo phase, and it almost always passes. But this time it's become an aesthetic to sell a product. And that's...
Well, yeah, because in TikTok you have to stay the same, otherwise people stop watching you. Like, I understand why she's like this, and why she's so commercialized and quote-unquote unique. I get it.
That's weird. That's really weird. I would like to see the people who listen to Fish, who listen to the Grateful Dead, like the old school kind of pre-social media hippies.
Yeah, like
millennial
shamanism.
Hippies, all right? What do they think? And Gen X hippies, what do y'all think of this? That's whose opinion I really care about. I'm just a non-biased figurehead on the internet, just, you know, looking at things that are interesting. This is a scary image, by the way. It keeps looking at me. Shannon has really played into this image.
You're just a hater,
gone very deep down this aesthetic. It seems to have worked out fairly well, aside from a few controversies since her gaining fame. One of the controversies surrounds her aesthetics. Many people have questioned whether or not she is culturally appropriating. And by the way, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really care about that. I don't have culture to appropriate, so I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not going to be upset on behalf of someone if someone is upset and they have their own culture.
I think it's a commercialization. Like, I'm all for like cultures mingling and all that, and like having people, you know, appreciate other people's cultures, but I think it's just extremely commercialized and it to the borderline of like cringe.
They feel is being appropriated. I think that's perfectly reasonable, and I don't hate that. You know, I'm not against it or whatever but for
maybe like appropriation is the word. I think that cultural appreciation is what I like. Yeah, appreciating another person's culture, like going to Japan and wearing a kimono that you bought from a kimono shop from like from a like actual Japanese like shop, where you can like rent them and walk around in it to like take pretty pictures. I think that's cool. Like, if you're a white person or a tourist, that's fine. Like, whatever. That's fucking cool. I want to do that one day. Take some pretty pictures. Oh my god, I saw, this is like a complete tangent, but the big VTuber girls, Cinder, Tricky, Nemune, I think, and Yuzo, they all went to like a photo shoot. And they wore like kimonos and looked really cool, man. Oh my god, I thought that was so cool. I was so jealous. But my point is, I think there's a difference. I just think she's just doing it for money, which is super cringe.
Me, it's just like, I'm very apathetic. I don't give a f. Should you be doing it?
No.
I don't know. Am I gonna do it? No. Definitely not, because I respect culture, or I try to at least. But at the same time, it's like, this is, you know, I don't think she really cares that she's appropriating the culture. In her videos, though, she talks about burning sage, spirit guides, having dreadlocks, and this upset a lot of people, as you can probably imagine. They claim that she is appropriating other cultures and that she is a big-time mega capitalist, and more so than any hippie that they have ever seen before, which I have to agree. I'm well aware that I check what I allow in. Got a poopy in my butt, got a fart.
Got a poopy in my butt. What is this guy smoking? Cheese and crackers. It does kind of sound like that, though. I'm not gonna lie.
In my poo pin. Ripping blinkers at the store. People have also called out her using sage, claiming that she is white and not native, and that you have to be native and have like some kind of license to use sage, but ironically enough,
It's a plant you can grow in your garden. I think that's stupid. I think that's dumb. What? You use sage and like putting it in chicken when you're cooking it in the oven.
she replied to that by showing a Cherokee Nation ID card, which dispelled that quickly. That's the license to be able to use sage, apparently.
No disrespect. I burned a lot of sage. I've been around a lot of people who are non-native that burn sage, and it's
This goes against the spirit of being a Native American or like being a part of like their spiritual group, in my opinion. Having a card, like that's so stupid. That goes like wouldn't that just be kind of weird? Like if you talk like to like a Native American like from 100 years ago, they'd just be like, yeah, burn that sage, girl. Yeah, like what?
you're burning culinary sage, right? White sage isn't for white people. It's surprising, I know. We get away with a lot of stuff that we're really maybe not supposed to.
Nah, y'all are both dumb. I'm sorry.
We've taken so much already, and white sage.
I love it when white people fight. I love it, man. I love it when white people fight. White people fight. I love it when white people fight, man. I'm Sicilian. What's that mean? I'm Sicilian and Lebanese. So in spite of her literally dropping the race card in a video reply to someone balking at her and virtue signaling and that she's white people she dropped the Cherokee Nation card. I've got to say, it's
not like she was lighting the sage on fire and saying like, I don't know, racist shit. Just being a dumbass, in my opinion. I think we should just call a spade, she's just dumb.
Pretty impressive. And kind of awesome. People are still convinced that she is using cultural appropriation as a vehicle to make money. I feel like just the epic cringe is enough of a bad thing that she's using to the nature hippie thing as a vehicle to make money is already ironic enough.
Exactly.
It's like
Yeah, like hippies don't like capitalism. They want to be detached from like the government and don't want to be governed, and like really hardcore hippies, like they live in compounds and shit, and they self-sustain. They don't make TikToks to make money and like buy clothes, and it's just so stupid.
Feeding, it's great. I love it. There's a video some people bring up about her being in the mountains of Peru, wearing a traditional Peruvian dress, working hard, planting potatoes, which I don't know anything about that.
That's weird. I mean, like what? Like she's taking a video. What? Like cool beans, okay.
I don't know if she is Peruvian or if she's pretending to be Peruvian in those little white hairy boots. Top comment is, as a Peruvian, I'm hyphen, and there's nothing there, so I don't know. Would you still go even if you couldn't post it on your social accounts?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Would you still go to Peru and do all this? Do you actually appreciate it? Yeah, that's essentially the vibes I'm getting. Like, if you want to go and, like, plant potatoes with Peruvian farmers and give them money for their clothes, like, for the clothes that you wear, like, okay, that's cool.
Probably not. To me, it just reeks of irony and just, like, the pinnacle of vanity and, like, the dystopian world that we currently live in. There's quite a few people mad about these videos, specifically the Peruvian one. Is it even volunteering if you didn't record it? If you do volunteer charity work in the woods and no one's around to hear you do it and you didn't record it, did you actually do volunteer charity work? I don't think so, bitch. She loves responding to the people who call her out for appropriating cultures for money, and she writes in the caption of this response the following.
For the people in the back, I'm Native American and Hispanic and Irish. I grew up in a family that speaks fluent Spanish.
I'm not gonna do any more. Visiting my relatives in Mexico often and eating homemade tacos. I grew up doing plant medicine, burning sage, doing sweat lodges, in teepees, and connecting with my ancestors as a part of my culture. My
Holy mother of essing.
great-grandfather was a famous Cherokee chief, so please stop telling people what their race is and what they can and can't do. You are unaware that this is offensive. If someone has light skin, it doesn't mean that they are white. It doesn't? I didn't know that. So once again, whole cultural appropriation thing, not really my battle. To be honest, white guy mustache.
Not necessarily. Phenotypes and genotypes express themselves in different ways, but my point is, it's just because you're doing all of these TikToks for money. That's the caveat. You can be like half Native American and Irish and a Mexican, grow up in a Spanish-speaking family, but like the connotation is that you're doing this and posting it for money. You're doing it for attention.
Backwards hat, burlap jacket, or whatever the
burlap
and
sack.
Colt. You know, so I'm not really. I'll be fine, right? I will say some of it seems valid, and her response is. I mean, I didn't even know you could get a Cherokee Nation ID card. That's pretty cool. I'm sure someone in the comments of this video would be like, actually, oompaville, it's very easy to just get one. You could buy one. It's like a fake ID. I don't know, dude. That would be really funny if she got a fake ID. Imagine the level. I shouldn't spread that. That's
why do you even need an ID to burn sage? That's so insane to me.
Slanderous. I should not spread that. That's not real. Cultural appropriation, not the only thing that people are upset about. In one of her songs, she claimed to have healed a kidney infection via spiritual healing. And I'm
girl, what the hell? Look, I'm all for like, you know, not using, you know, modern medicine when you could just, you know, eat healthy or whatever, but like, you know, you don't have to take Ozempic if you're like 100 pounds overweight. Just go work out, go take a walk, fat ass. But like, healing a kidney infection with just herbs? I don't know about that one. Are people allowed to monetize what they love? Genuine question, I'll try and start shit. It's the way you monetize it. There's a certain like, how do I say it? Like, you know how a dog can like tell that you're like mad even if you're far away and you're not like yelling at them? That's the vibes people get when they watch certain content. They can't really describe the reason why it appears fake. They can't really, like, it's just the vibe. It's a vibe check. I know it's cringe to say, but there's just a vibe check.
here to tell you that that is not true. You cannot and will not heal something as serious as a kidney or an organ infection of any kind via spiritual healing, which has zero backing.
Oh, it's not even herbal healing. It's spiritual healing. Excuse me. You can help with herbs. Herbs are medicinal. There are medicinal herbs. She's saying spiritually she told the kidney to stop hurting and it stopped hurting. I don't think that's really a thing, guys. Yeah, I don't know.
In science, zero backing in modern medicine, and just basically no place in, you know, like, it makes no sense. What are you doing? What are you doing? It does add another layer of hilarious irony to the whole thing. She's like a fake hippie accused of cultural appropriation who's using the awesome capitalist algorithmic TikTok megamind system to spread her message of healing her kidney infection via spiritual work.
Yeah, she should try crystals next, and then also like bashing some gems into her like stomach.
I mean, what the are you talking about? Just go take one round of antibiotics. You know they come from nature, right? You know what penicillin is?
Bacteria!
Yeah, it's not like it's nanobots or lasers and shit. You don't need to endanger yourself massively. I can't wait for her to drop her next song about bloodletting and also drinking mercury.
Shiny little liquid make me feel gonna live forever. Did that tree just talk or was it you?
It was me, bro. I am dressed like a tree.
Maybe she doesn't want to culturally appropriate, like, using antibiotics.
With you on your trip. I'm a bad trip setter, right? Really bad. And that's actually true. That comes from a real place. I will dress like a tree, all right? I will put realistic bark on my face and I will scare you. Ever heard of Red Cell? Richard Marchenko? That's like me, but with trip setting. If you have a weakness, I will find it. I think this dichotomy is what makes people most upset about this entire thing. It's definitely what bothers me about it is like, you got person making a career out of the most, being a famous person for one is incredibly vain. You cannot be a famous person and utilize the tools required to be
oh, my bad. Yeah, penicillin is a fungus. It treats bacteria. My bad. I misspoke.
Able to get to that point without being vain, shallow, at some point narcissistic, and just...
I think there's a fine line you can tote as a celebrity. Like Keanu Reeves is a really good example. I know people love to like, you know, say, oh, you can't just say that. Keanu Reeves is such a cop. But it's like, yeah, he's like an insanely famous person. Like everybody knows who Keanu Reeves is internationally on a global scale because he's a famous actor. And I think that he just does fine. He just lives his life like a normal person, or at least he tries to. Yeah.
Just heavily taking advantage of a capitalist system, right? I'm not against capitalism, but a lot of people are. A lot of people who are spiritual hippie people, they are against it. They like communes, they like small scale stuff, which I don't disagree with that. I think a lot of that's really awesome too. I think that's what makes people most upset though, is just the irony, the unacknowledged, zero self-awareness irony that is funny. I'm gonna use spiritual medicine and also upload my videos to TikTok. You're gonna do what?
Please give back to the community or something. I don't know. It just seems so inauthentic.
Instead of seeing a doctor, you're going to upload a song about healing a kidney infection.
Infection, I healed that too.
Shut the f up. Also, a lot of people are mad about her having a child and putting the ideologies, her nonsensical ideologies, onto the child.
Oh no.
I don't really want to comment on that, to be honest with you. I don't want to talk about tell someone how to raise their kid, unless it's like blatantly obvious. I don't really know. It's more so just tongue-in-cheek, sort of facetious. Just funny look into something that's ironically making me mad, okay? Okay, guys, I don't really want to talk about that. I don't know if she's a bad mom. I don't know. Posting your daughter on Instagram, that's weird. I don't want to do that. I would never do that. That's really weird. I would never do that. On to something funnier. People are a little upset over it.
I will never understand people that post their kids constantly online. Even with PewDiePie, even though it's all wholesome content, I just don't. I don't get it. I don't think it's a good idea. I respect PewDiePie for like, you know, moving away and like not doing content like he used to, but like at the end of the day, he is still posting his kid everywhere. In his videos, he still posts about him and stuff. That's my opinion. Sorry, sue me. It's just an opinion. You can do with your child what you want. I think it's dumb. He's responsible about it. Yes, he is responsible about it. He only posts wholesome content. There's still privacy involved in some way, but like at the end of the day, it's still a child that you're putting online forever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just of a differing opinion.
Lyric in a song,
PewDiePie.
a really good song, a bit of a bop. Once again, I will sing it for you. Bitch, I'm from the Pleiades, the love like the rate. She says something about the Pleiades, okay? And that's, that's, if you don't know, okay, if you aren't aware of this, if you're not keyed in, Pleiadians are an Aryan.
Oh, shit! We got into the racism! Nordic aliens! Let's go!
Race of aliens that come from the planets Era and Timur in the Taygeta system, which resides in the Pleiades star cluster. If you didn't know, okay, guys? Now, if none of that made sense to you, it's because it's all gobbledygook, made up nonsense. However, there are some people who have reportedly come into contact with these aliens things and believe that they are real. And the original contactee of the Pleiadians was a Swiss man named Billy Meyer, who claimed to have talked to one when he was 11 years old in 1942. He claimed,
oh my lord,
that they had Germanic origins, all right, and were interested in the well-being and sociological health of mankind. I'm not sure how much you know about the Aryan, Hyperborean, schizo pipeline. This is a...
It's not schizo. Kirsty thinks it's real. No, I'm kidding. I actually don't know. Kirsty probably knows about it. I kind of have a vague understanding of the conspiracy theory.
really bizarre thing to take seriously. Even more so than light language and thinking trees are talking to you because you're tripping off acid. This is not really spiritual. This is stupid. And also, Pleiadians are Nordic aliens. Literally, they're just white people aliens. These are whitewashed aliens. What's the Pleiadian starseed? Oh my god, I think Christina might be one of these.
Bro, I'm actually scared. This is really freaking me out. This
She's got kind eyes. And by kind, I mean piercing blue balls of evil. My assumption, which is probably a bit more gracious than most haters online. As a hater, I'm a gracious hater, all right? She's using this in a spiritual context. Spiritual vernacular. She has no idea what any of this stuff means. She's just posing and being vain and making a lot of money off of this. Yeah, that one's a little bit more wacky. We talked about aliens for a little while just there. Aryan aliens. Hilarious. Nordic aliens. Hyperborean genius aliens from the planet Pleiades. Or whatever.
I'm an alien.
The main criticism is that the hippie persona is just put on and she's standing on other cultures or whatever and has turned from love nature and love others to let me maximize this as much as I possibly can to make millions of dollars.
She needs to start streaming on Kick to maximize her money.
Talking about making millions of dollars in her videos as well. Her songs or whatever. Farming, dude. Culture farming. I'm surprised there's not more people that do it, and I'm surprised that she's gotten away with this for such a long time and has gotten as big as she has. It's like, it's genuinely, I mean, a little bit, I got a little bit of respect for it. It's like, how can you be so ignorant to what
it's easy, you're just stupid.
People are saying, and so just devoid of care and just be like, I'm in my own little world, I'm healing, got my kidneys, I'm pissing blood and stuff, and then like having a kid and living in LA. How can you live in LA? How can you be connected?
That's what I don't understand. At least she was like from Utah or something. It's like, no, I love Los Angeles. It's so cultured and in with nature. Where the fuck is the nature in Los Angeles?
It's nature and live in
Los Angeles.
Demon Central. And another thing is the fetishization of the cultures. She's using her tribal style and stuff to make money on OF. So, I mean, you could argue that she's not or whatever. I don't really know or care. But not interested. That's really weird. It's kind of odd. People love her, though. I think this is the ultimate moneymaker for her, though. I don't think the music's making that much. The merch certainly isn't. And how ironic is it to make merch, mass-produced merch, and then...
Yeah, you call yourself a hippie. I mean, again, I just... Such manufactured crap.
Pretend that it's good and you're a tree healer and stuff. Dude, I just cannot imagine being a sheep and buying this. That you have to be so small mentally, so just living purely disingenuously to want to wear something like.
You know what they say? A sucker is born every minute. Yeah.
To think you believe in spiritualism, to think you believe in, dude. I know rednecks that are more spiritual than this person and anyone who thinks that they are. Legitimately, I legitimately know. I 100% do, for sure. It just seems so fake and dystopian. So anyways, she's done very well for herself. She supposedly was living in a trailer park, but now she's living in a mansion in the forest in Lake Tahoe, California. Bless up! Rags to riches, I guess, but holy shit, man.
Holy shit, that's like a $2 million house.
Yeah, 2024, we've got hippie persona, nature person, saving planet, open your mind, spiritualism, but also flying private jets and...
Yeah, I can see why people would dislike this chick. Yeah, it's kind of
driving
crazy.
Broncos, gas guzzling cars. There doesn't have to be consistency now. You don't actually have to be principled. You don't have to have honor, nobility. None of this is it's not real. It's just for appearance.
Can we blame her? Yes, because there's plenty of celebrities who live modestly and live within their means while also not toting the fact that they're like, you know, a nature-loving hippie or whatever. At least there's actors. Look, it's crazy, man.
It's just how you're perceived.
It's
not
sad.
actually real. You don't actually have to practice what you preach. You just have to look a certain way, and then you can make a lot of money off of that. Good vibes only! Anyways, guys, let me know what you think down below. And yeah, I feel like I'm still at the same point. I definitely do not like this at all. But I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be understanding. I'm trying to be nice.
Literally me. Yep.
Yeah. Go to the Gum Club to see shit uncensored and get some free shipping and whatnot on Sour Boys. Use code STARSEED on Sour Boys to get 20% off. Right? New flavor every single Friday. We actually make the product. Unlike Shannon, when I sell things, generally I have an involvement in those things and I actually want to provide valuable stuff in return for your time, literally, because it's not, you're not just giving me money. Money is a transaction of time. It's fourth dimensional. Shannon doesn't know that, I don't think. But anyways, genuinely appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.
Time is round like your ball sack. Oh. Very nice. Good video. Check them out. Oompaville. I like the ending there with the Aryan space aliens, man. Money is round. Yeah, coins. A stack of fat badoinkadoinks, round titties. Ah, yeah.